Hello students, welcome back to your 7th standard mathematics class. We are doing lesson number 10, banks and simple interest. In the previous class, we learned the formula for simple interest. Simple interest is equal to P multiplied by R multiplied by T divided by 100, where P is the principal, R is the rate of interest, and T is the time. Today, let us continue with the remaining sums of practice set number 40. Let's see practice set 40, question number 2. Jethalal took a housing loan of 2,50,000 rupees from a bank at 10% per annum for 5 years. What is the yearly interest he must pay and the total amount he returns to the bank? Jethalal took 2,50,000 as the loan. So this is going to be his principal. Now 10% per annum, what is that? It is the rate of interest. What is the time for which he borrowed? 5 years. So we can calculate the interest. So first let us write down what is given. So it's given principal is 2,50,000 rupees. The rate of interest is 10% per annum and the time is 5 years. First we have to calculate the yearly interest, that is the interest for 1 year. So what's the formula for finding the simple interest? I is equal to PRT upon 100. Substitute the values. Principal is 2,50,000. The rate of interest is 10. And the time is 1 year, because first we are going to calculate the yearly interest. So here the time is 1 year divided by 100. We can cancel the zeros. So we get I is equal to 25,000 rupees. That is, the interest for 1 year is rupees 25,000. So what will be the interest for 5 years? So the interest for 5 years will be 25,000 multiplied by 5. That's equal to rupees 1,25,000. Now let us calculate the total amount that he returns to the bank. So the total amount that he returns to the bank after 5 years will be the principal plus the interest for 5 years. So amount is equal to principal plus interest. The principal is 2,50,000 and the interest for 5 years is 1,25,000. So we have 2,50,000 plus 1,25,000. That's equal to rupees 3,75,000. So we have the final answer. The interest for 1 year is 25,000 rupees and the amount that he returns to the bank at the end of 5 years is 3,75,000. That is the principal plus the interest for 5 years. So we have the final answer. The yearly interest is rupees 25,000. And the total amount that Jethalal returns to the bank is rupees 3,75,000. Now let's see the third question. Shrikant deposited 85,000 rupees for 2.5 years at 7% per annum in a saving bank account. What is the total interest he received at the end of the period? First let us write what is given. The principal is 85,000 rupees. The rate of interest is 7% per annum and the time is 2.5 years. Now this is a mixed number. We can convert it into a fraction. So 2.5 is equal to 5 by 2. 2 multiplied by 2 plus 1. We have to calculate the total interest. So I is equal to PRT multiplied by 100. Substituting the values, we have 85,000 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 5 by 2 upon 100. So on calculation we get interest is equal to 14,875. That is the total interest that Shrikant will receive at the end of 2.5 years. So the answer will be Shrikant will receive an interest of rupees 14,875 at the end of the period. Now let's see the fourth question. At a certain rate of interest, the interest after 4 years on 5,000 rupees principal is 1,200 rupees. What would be the interest on 15,000 rupees at the same rate of interest for the same period? So here in the first part, the rate of interest is not given. The principal is given as 5,000 rupees. The interest on this for 4 years is 1,200 rupees. So using this, first let us calculate the rate of interest. So it's given the principal is 5,000 rupees, time is 4 years, and the interest is 1,200 rupees. So first let us calculate the rate of interest. The formula for simple interest is I is equal to PRT upon 100. Substituting the values, we have 1,200 is equal to 5,000 multiplied by R multiplied by 4 upon 100. Cross multiplying, we get 1,200 multiplied by 100 is equal to 5,000 multiplied by R multiplied by 4. So we have R is equal to 1,200 multiplied by 100 divided by 5,000 multiplied by 4. First let us cancel all the zeros. So we get 120 divided by 5 multiplied by 4 is 20. That is, R is equal to 120 divided by 20 is 6. So the rate of interest is 6% per annum. Now the second part of the question is, what would be the interest on 15,000 rupees at the same rate of interest for the same period? So here we have to calculate the interest on 15,000 rupees for the same rate of interest and the same period. So now the principal is 15,000 rupees, the rate is 6% per annum, and the time is 4 years. So let us calculate the simple interest. I is equal to PRT upon 100. Substituting the values, we have 15,000 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 4 upon 100. Cancelling the zeros, 150 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 4. That is, I is equal to 3,600 rupees. So the final answer is the interest is rupees 3,600. Now let's see the last question of the practice set. Question number 5. If Pankaj deposits 1,50,000 rupees in a bank at 10% per annum for 2 years, what is the total amount he will get from the bank? Very simple question. First let us write what is given. It's given principal is 1,50,000. The rate of interest is 10% per annum and the time is 2 years. So first let us calculate the simple interest for 2 years. We know I is equal to PRT upon 100. Substituting the values, we have 1,50,000 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 2 upon 100. First let us cancel the zeros. So we get 1,500 multiplied by 10 multiplied by 2. On multiplication we get I is equal to 30,000. We know amount is equal to principal plus interest. Your principal is 1,50,000 plus the interest is 30,000. So we get amount is equal to 1,80,000 rupees. This means that Pankaj will get 1,80,000 rupees from the bank. So your final answer is Pankaj will get rupees 1,80,000 from the bank. Please do all the sums of practice set number 40 once again. Thank you and have a nice day.